Adding a new weapon, how we make Minecraft. Alright, let's find out.
Welcome to the only show in broadcasting history that dares to teach you how we make Minecraft.
Is that true?
Probably not.
Wait, what? A step-by-step guide to ripping us off.
Hello again. My name's Marilla, and I'm the AI who doesn't want to take over the world. Currently.
And I'm Narrator. I'm what happens when you wish for a host for your YouTube channel with a cursed monkey's paw. And I graciously let Marilla co-host what was once my show, so I can focus on my exciting new career. I'm now a game developer at Mojang Studios.
Congratulations.
No, you're not. You're the coffee boy.
The coffee boy.
Technically, that's true, but I only took a job so absurd.
Yeah, that's what always happens when people become like interns, right? Like, I'm having an internship at like a big gaming studio, right? Like, what are you at the end? You're the coffee guy. Like, hey, can you bring me a coffee? Isn't that like the stereotype about like interns that start at like a gaming studio? Or even like any office job, like that they become the interns, the coffee boys or coffee girls, right? Such a stereotype.
Technically, that's true, but I only took a job so absurdly beneath my peerless talents so I could act as a spy. A spy ready to leak development secrets on this YouTube channel to make himself feel big.
Yeah, except everyone there knows you're a spy. It even says spy on your name tag.
Yes, I really should get that looked at.
Got exposed.
Since the dawn of civilization, humanity has been making tools for digging, collecting wood, and cooking.
Is that a saber pick?
Those tools to hurt things instead.
It's not a saber.
In Minecraft, we gave
saber cat. It's a saber
and
pick.
Axe to help mine rocks and chop down trees. And to our complete and utter surprise, they used them as weapons. Despicable.
We only added the crossbow so you'd have something to fire to announce the start of a race. And don't even get us started on what happened when we added this perfectly innocent knife and fork to the game.
We tried to give peace a chance, and you took that piece and hit us over the head with it. Message received. So we've added a new weapon. Meet the mace.
Oh, yeah.
I thought we were adding the lightsaber.
Marilla, can we get through just one episode without you getting us sued for copyright infringement? The mace might just be your new favourite Minecraft weapon, so long as you're not afraid of heights. It's a weapon that's more effective the further you fall. The higher you fall...
I think that's what makes it so fun, like even like multiplayer, right? Like imagine you jump down, like let's say you're doing like some multiplayer gameplay, right? You're like fighting against someone, and then you just jump down from this mountain and your enemy, like the other player, is right at the bottom. You just fall on him and like, boom! Player gone. Like, I feel like you feel so overpowered and so mighty and powerful when you do that. Like just jumping down from a mountain on an enemy player or some mob and just boom, and it's gone.
The you fall, the higher you fall from, the higher the damage.
I love the sound of it too,
as this
and the
borderline
particles,
helpful
right?
graph I made demonstrates.
Wow, but what stops you taking fall damage yourself?
Glad you asked.
Yeah, Minecraft physics.
I don't know.
Same with the bucket, makes no sense. But that's how Minecraft works.
If you land your mace attack, you won't take any damage. But if you miss, the laws of physics would like a word.
And sadly, the word is pain.
You know, it's like more painful than dying here. Like imagine you actually fall down somewhere and your bed is pretty far from it, and when you try to retrieve your mace, you're like maybe in the area where it can like also the counter continues, right? And if you don't retrieve what you have lost in a certain time period, it actually despawns, right? So imagine like actually falling to your death and you're like timing it wrong, and then you're losing all your inventory, your stuff, and your mace. Like, or imagine using this in hardcore. I feel like hardcore players must be very careful when using the mace. Like you can ruin your whole hardcore series. Like imagine having like a hardcore series where you have lived for more than 100 days already and been playing that. And you have done like on your channel, let's say 40 plus episodes. And then suddenly you do this and you die in your hardcore world after 100 days. That must be so frustrating.
word.
And sadly,
I don't
the
wish
word
this for
is
everyone.
pain.
I don't wish this
I
on
speak from
anyone.
experience when I say you don't want to anger the ghost of Sir Isaac Newton.
Isaac Newton? Wait, what?
This is what we call a risk-reward mechanic.
Like how when people watch videos on this channel, they get the reward of seeing me, but also risk seeing you.
Wow.
If you could just jump from great heights with the mace without risking any fall damage, then the weapon would be overpowered and would probably get pretty boring to use. It would make Minecraft even duller. I mean dull. Just dull.
But if we introduce an element of risk, suddenly the mechanic is far more exciting.
True.
Like how I liven up my awful life by downloading buggy virus-filled software that's If you want a mace, no problem. Meet me in the swamp biome, bring 10 grand, and don't wear a wire. I don't mind.
You need to find those chambers, otherwise you can't get it.
You can pull off. No offence.
What Marilla meant to say was that you can only craft maces using materials available in the Tricky Trials update.
First, you'll need a breeze rod.
You can obtain breeze rods by fighting a breeze. It'll be a breeze. Wait, that joke's too confusing. Write me a better one.
No. And you'll also need a heavy core, which you obviously get by fighting the new mob, Heavius Corius.
Which, thankfully, Marilla just made up. You actually find heavy cores by exploring trial chambers.
Yes.
Why did the developers make the heavy core so hard to get? Do they hate me?
No, just me.
Phew.
Yes. They're hard to find because we want the mace to feel special. It should be a reward for mastering combat with the other weapons, only obtainable at a crucial high point of Minecraft's difficulty curve.
Or I could just start in creative mode, grab me a mace, then switch to survival mode.
That's the spirit.
That's boring. I could never play like that, to be honest. Like I don't like any sort of cheatings in games and stuff. Like, yeah, creative is fun if you, for example, love just the building aspect of Minecraft. But for me, I'm a survival type of player. Like, I seldom use creative. I have used it to make, like, maybe some builds or farms or tutorials for certain farms, right? Like, some of the tutorials you will find on this channel were made on creative, yes. But only because I do, like, some showcase or something with it. But if I do, like, my regular gameplay, like my playthrough, or when I'm playing off camera, I'm a survival player. Like, creative feels almost like cheating. Because you're like immortal, you have like access to everything, you don't need to bother with anything. Like, it's fun at the beginning because you can use everything there is, right? And get everything immediately. You can build a house out of gold blocks, for example, or something, or a temple also. But after a while it gets boring, while survival actually always is exciting to me. Don't make old tools
Adding
obsolete.
a new fighting tool to Minecraft is something that's going to affect a huge amount of the existing game. Of course, we have Bedrock Preview and Java snapshots to help us test new features, but we do a lot of internal testing first.
Yes, because if we let you try a feature that's clearly a dud, then take it out of the game, well, that's the equivalent of taking someone's toys away. And that could really screw up a British co-host in his developing years, turning him into the bitter husk of a man he is today.
We also need to keep Minecraft balanced.
What?
The mace may seem overpowered. Because it is.
Yes, but it does have critical weaknesses to help balance it with the rest of the game.
The mace is great when you can reach great heights, but it's not going to be much use in a narrow corridor or cramped cavern.
Yeah, use your netherite sword.
We try to tailor weapons to fit different biomes and challenges, like how the fork is designed for use underwater, and the book and quill are designed for use when you're drowning in lava.
How is a book and quill going to help you there?
Well, you can write your last words on it, then toss it to safety so future generations can admire your wisdom.
Right.
And there you have it. Hopefully now you appreciate the tricky balancing act of adding a weapon to Minecraft.
Not really.
What a surprise. See you next time.
15 years of Minecraft. I can't believe it has been that long. Minecraft has been out for 15 years, but then again, it all started in 2009, right? So, wow. But yeah, what do we learn from this video? So, Mojang, they want a weapon to have something that's unique. It should fit to also a new update and be themed around this. That means you have to go to that zone or location of the new update, like here the trial chambers, right? And each weapon should have some unique use, something that does not replace the previous weapons. Like for example, like with small corridors and like there's small caves where you can still use your sword and the sword is more effective, right? If you have like a netherite sword versus the mace, of course you want to use the netherite sword in such small spaces. But if you're in like an opened area and you have like a lot of places where you can jump or climb up and you can jump like 4 or 5 blocks or even more down and hit someone with the mace, then it's more rewarding and better to fight with a mace. Or if you're like in maybe some PvP area where you can easily jump up to higher grounds and jump down and stuff, yeah, it's really cool and fun. But if you're in small spaces, you still stick to the sword. That way you add a new weapon, but you don't make the old weapon irrelevant, and you give also players a reason to explore the new zone or area you've added. Okay, that's what I'm getting from this video. But it's actually interesting, right? Like when you look at like the history of certain things, even the mobs, like the creeper used to be a pig, but they made a mistake and the body shape was kind of messed up, right? So they decided to give it a new skin, call it a creeper, and added the explosion feature after some time. At first, like, it was a pig, and then it became a creeper. Like, who knows, maybe there are some weapons that were done by accident. Same with the crossbow. Like, was it just a joke earlier with the crossbow was used for something else? For like, if there's like some sort of race or for like shooting fireworks or something? Or did they intentionally add it? I don't know. That's interesting. I actually wonder what weapons we're gonna get next. What weapon is there still that we have that we could get? A spear, maybe. A spear, right? There's no spear yet, right? Or a scythe. What if there's like a scythe for battle? Like a battle scythe or a spear, maybe. A rifle or a gun? Could there be a gun or a rifle? Maybe they could add a rifle or something. Yeah. Maybe a rifle, a spear, and a battle scythe or something like that. Dagger? Maybe a dagger too. Yo, there are a couple of weapons they could still add. Like we have dagger, maybe it hits faster than the sword, does less damage. Yeah, we can have like a spear. It's not like a trident, it has to function differently from a trident. Because some people are going to be now like, wait a second, for what a spear? It's like a trident, right? So it has like it have to be different. Maybe battle scythe? Long range, little damage perhaps? Or like medium damage, long range. Yeah, there are like some weapons they can still add. Let's see what they will add in the future. But yeah, if you guys are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And I will see you guys next time.